Hey guys, we're the 732 Review Crew, and I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we're back today with another episode of Clone Wars. Now, this one will be a three-parter. This will be Clone Wars Season 2, episode... Sorry, I lost that real quick.
Excited.
I'm very excited. 12, 13, and 14. And these ones are titled... The Mandalore Plot, Voyage of Temptation, and the Duchess of Mandalore. Now, as we know...
Sabine.
We are all... fans who have seen, we've all seen The Mandalorian, correct?
Yeah.
So we're all very familiar with the history of Mandalore,
To an extent.
presented to an extent, as well as Mandalorians in the sense of Din Djarin, Bo-Katan, and Sabine from Sabine from Ahsoka, as well as the other.
She's
Mandos.
Mandalorian, right?
Who's Sabine?
Yeah.
Technically,
I didn't. Yeah, they covered that.
they covered that. Yeah, but no, we're about to do our first delve into Mandalorian-related content in Clone Wars.
So this is like us watching episode 1 in a way.
It is.
Sort of.
Yeah, and I can't wait to find out. You guys think you know what happens, but let's find out in 3, 2, 1, Mandalore time. Woo!
Rumors have reached the Republic Senate, suggesting that the Council's new leader, Duchess Satine of Mandalore, is secretly building her own.
She looks like the
army
Lady
to
of
fight
Pain
for the
from D&D.
Separatist cause. Now, Jedi Master Obi Wan Kenobi.
He's a
has been sent
master.
to Mandalore
So
to
she's
discover the truth
represents
behind these
1,500
claims.
worlds that are neutral in the war. Okay. Sweet armor, dude.
The Mandalorians? Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not like. Wow.
This is what it looked like pre-nuking.
Huh.
The Duchess Satine values peace more than her own life.
Oh, I'm aware of the Duchess's views.
Master Kenobi, Mandalore's violent past is behind us. All of our warriors were exiled to our moon, Concordia.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Because that's Din Djarin's faction.
Jango Fett.
Jango Fett was a common bounty hunter. How he acquired that armor is beyond me.
Well, Master Kenobi, my shining Jedi Knight, to the rescue once again.
Well, good.
Do they have a history?
Look at that throne. That's a dope
After all
throne.
these
I like
years,
Obi-Wan
you're
has
even
history
more
with everybody.
beautiful than ever.
Do they have a thing?
I would never accuse you of personal wrongdoing, Duchess. However, a separatist saboteur attacked one of our Republic cruisers. A Mandalorian saboteur.
Where is this prisoner now?
He took his own life, rather than submit to questioning.
Mandalorians, bro.
I know these commandos fought in many wars, often against the Jedi.
Clearly, your investigation was ordered because the Senate is eager to intervene in our affairs.
My investigation was ordered by the Jedi Council.
I stand corrected. So good to see you again.
It's like a nicer course.
They definitely have history.
Despite these circumstances,
One
Your
has
peaceful
history with
ways have
everybody.
paid off.
there is a group that calls itself Death Watch.
Mm.
I imagine these are the renegades you're looking for. They idolize violence and the warrior ways of the past.
Remember who Death Watch was?
Promised to support the Death Watch forces so we could overthrow the Duchess Satine and her weak, peace-loving government.
That John Favreau?
The work of a peacekeeper is to make sure that conflict does not arise.
Yes, a noble description, but not a realistic one.
Is reality what makes a Jedi abandon his ideals? Or is it simply a response to political convenience?
That's not good.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Hooligans couldn't have arranged an attack of this scale.
Death Watch.
The sign of the Death Watch.
I want to interview everyone here. Nobody leaves this scene.
Oh,
You there!
Obi Wan.
I love how he abandoned.
She's got her guards.
I will personally return you to the palace.
She's got her guards.
Stay here.
Ooh,
He's quick on the draw there.
he's a Mandalorian.
They're retired.
Don't shoot around!
Jeez. A meaty thud.
Wait, he wasn't even dead.
I think he is. Nope, you're right. There he is.
Oh, no, he's in.
The Concordian Moon is a province with its own governor. You'll need me to escort you.
That won't be necessary.
Actually, it will. You won't make much progress without me there. Especially since you've just been involved with the death of a Concordian.
I didn't kill him.
I know. That's why I'm still talking to you.
Oh.
Politics, bro. That's Bo-Katan ship that she has the Mandalorian fighter.
Kinda, not the exact same.
They had those on the planet when they landed.
Yeah, no, that looks mad familiar.
The dome?
No, the ship.
Duchess Satine, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Governor Wiesler. May I present
Wiesler.
Master Obi Wan Kenobi, representing the Jedi Council. Governor Wiesler is one of the officials I spoke of.
I need a favor from you. Please keep Governor Wiesler occupied at dinner.
Where are you going?
Just for a look around. I'd like to see one of these mining facilities for myself.
You mean you want to determine if they're still operational?
I hope to determine they're not.
I have to tell you, I'm opposed to all of this.
I'd be disappointed if you weren't.
He's doing some Anakin stuff right now, isn't he?
Yeah, you're also just stealing stuff. Like, it's no big deal.
I'm just gonna borrow this bicycle here.
Like, he's just gonna immediately find a Death Watch base.
What do you mean, dude? He's been searching all day.
Let me find him. Oh no, sorry, I'm lost.
Hey, look, the lights are still on. Jetpacks.
Those are jetpacks and rockets.
Woo. Okay, he's got skill against Mandalorians.
I like how the blasters.
Another one. Ooh. Ooh.
Yikes.
Who stands to gain from these lies?
He does.
Death Watch, of course. You lead the Council of Neutral Systems. Thus you threaten the Separatist goals. Take it as a compliment. Someone very powerful is working toward your downfall.
They could not be more ominous.
She's like, I wonder who. Man, he got fucked.
Yeah, he got punked, honestly.
He had to fight 2 Mandalorians at the same time.
I'm in a bit of an awkward spot. I'm being held by the Death Watch.
Sorry. We're out of ice.
Sorry to hear that.
Take a speeder. It's rough terrain.
Oh, I'll find my way. Never fear.
Just totally showed him that she had the earpiece. You can see clear as day. She had an earpiece in.
Now she's stealing one.
Is she like a Mandalorian fighter? Because
She is a Mandalorian.
There's no way this guy doesn't notice they're both.
Yes, sir.
what are all the balls?
Start the machine. This is not good.
Oh, they were just rocks.
Oh.
She's good.
She's fast.
Well, it certainly took you long enough.
You know, I haven't saved you yet.
There's no need to remind me of that.
Someone who could match his cattiness finally?
I happen to be a bit short on patience right now.
He'll be catty until the day he dies, huh?
Woo. He's almost skinnier.
Yikes. Come on, Obi Wan.
Woo!
What?
Cool. All right, who we just?
So now he just punked the shit out of them back.
Yeah.
This is not the way
Force-powered punches.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you just punched him through his metal mask.
Force punch. They can do that. Uh-oh.
Did Satine punk him?
Oh, we went with a gun?
Yeah, wow.
Woo! Woo!
Yikes.
You there!
Ooh.
That's the shit.
That is the ship, yeah. Those things are so cool.
Failure.
Yeah.
Woo!
Governor?
For generations, my ancestors fought proudly as warriors against the Jedi.
You guys notice something in the picture right now?
He's got a sword.
He has a sword.
He has the sword.
Defend her, if you will.
Is he gonna whip out the dark blade?
This lightsaber was stolen from your Jedi temple by my
There it is.
ancestors during the fall of the Old Republic.
Welcome to the darksaber.
Obi Wan gonna own it. It's such a cool lightsaber.
It is.
Ooh, he's been disarmed.
So is Obi Wan though. No, he still has it. Woo! Woo! Obi Wan!
Made him regret the air game, huh?
Uh-huh.
He's handling the darksaber.
Oh, cop out.
Not bad.
Oh no, where are they going?
Satine?
Oh, thank God you cushioned my fall.
You guys expect to see the darksaber in this?
No.
Crazy.
It's obvious the Separatists are supporting the Death Watch.
I disagree. I told you I wanted to stay out of this conflict.
I'm afraid that may no longer be possible.
I thought you, of all people, would understand my position on this matter. I will never be a part of this war.
Is your ship gonna blow up?
Anakin.
Hey, look who's here.
You sound tired. The peaceful ways of the locals wore me out.
Such a cool ship.
Whoa, that was a crazy
Weird ship.
All right, we're just gonna go right into the next episode. In 3, 2.
Yeah,
Where's the
I
thing?
don't even know what I'd have to say about that besides whoa, darksaber.
Darksaber. That's all you gotta say. Whoa, darksaber.
I called it the moment they were having the cocktails. I was like, obviously this is the guy.
I sense some anxiety from you about the Duchess. She couldn't be in safer hands.
Yes, I know.
Then why?
Never mind. All in the past.
Oh, so you're close to her.
I knew her a long time ago.
In the biblical sense.
Anakin's like, huh?
Me too. I also know a Duchess. What's
I
that?
say, I felt like
Uh-oh. 2 pickaxes.
We have been deceived into thinking that we must be a part of it.
she says upon her throne.
We already lost. Senators, I presume you are acquainted with the collection of half-truths and hyperbole known as Obi Wan Kenobi.
Your Highness is too kind.
You're right, I am.
Anakin's like, what's going on?
I do not remember you as one to hide behind excuses.
I do not remember you as one to shrink from responsibilities.
Certain we all agree.
That you need to get a room, you two.
Nothing can happen to these clones. They're 501st with Arc 2. They got the blue on.
Check out the south quadrant. Careful over there. It's dark. Yeah, very funny, Mixer.
Mixer?
Mixer's fucking ass is grass, baby.
That-
Assassin droid. Cookie spider. I don't know what it is actually. It does have knives for fingers though. Or
Edward Knife Hands.
Stop messing around. It's not funny.
yeah, it was idiot. Later, nerd.
He just said, woo! Probe droid.
Oh god. Oh god, he got probed.
Even extremists can be reasoned with.
I don't think so.
Perhaps if one can be heard over the clanking of their battle droids.
Oh, the sarcasm of a
Have you
soldier.
ever seen him like
Dude,
this?
I think they're about to actually just have just bang it out.
Clearly they didn't.
And it keeps eating it up, dog.
Politics aside until after dinner.
Have you ever seen Obi-Wan this fired up about anything?
Clearly they left on the best of terms.
That seemed like an invitation. He's gonna follow her.
Bro.
What clone is this?
Jesus Christ. They really need to just, in all clones, just have a thing where it gives out an alert the moment they die.
Master Qui-Gon and I spent a year on Mandalore, protecting the Duchess from insurgents who had threatened her world.
Just like me on Naboo.
Mm-hmm.
It's romantic.
He's like, I did that with Padme.
Dude, Obi-Wan's look, though.
It's obvious you had feelings for her. Surely that would affect your decision.
Oh, it did. I live by the Jedi Code.
Of course. As Master Yoda says, a Jedi must not form attachments.
Yes, but he usually leaves out the undercurrent of remorse. I respectfully ask you to wait here until it is settled.
It's so cool. Imagine eating dinner while watching the warp behind you.
All right, man. What's the problem? I'm missing dinner.
Still no sign of Mixer and Red Eye.
What's the matter, buddy?
They're fucking dead, man. They're coming out of the trees, man. And like 8 legs, big red ass.
Came out of the shadow.
You know what's stupid? Every time R2 talks, I always think of Cleveland from Family Guy.
I also love it when sometimes they ask R2 and
Box are missing.
Or it got up and walked away. All right, fan out. Separate squads. I'll contact Obi Wan.
I love when he like beeps and he's like, "Oh, okay, R2," and then it's like, "What's the matter?" And they're like, "I don't know what he's saying."
There you are. Red Eye, where have you been? You've had us all worried.
Oh,
Red Eye?
that's morbid. Woo, it is a spider.
I hate that.
Yeah, I hate that.
I was gonna say, there's no way it's disabled that easy.
I love clones.
It's definitely not the only one.
Hey, look, another one. Haha, idiots. Hey, look.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Those guards were not worth shit.
Let's spread out and find it.
Oh, God. Baby spiders.
It's Panda.
It's the stuff of nightmares!
It really is.
Yeah, no, that's awful.
Yeah, and they're definitely like burned to his fucking brain.
They went into his helmet. It's crazy. Like, yeah, R2!
She's like, I still have a gun.
Do you always carry a deactivator?
Just because I'm a pacifist doesn't mean I won't defend myself.
Now you sound like a Jedi.
How could I forget? I still have the scar.
Begging your pardon, Duchess, I distinctly remember carrying you to safety.
I meant the scar I got after you fell and dropped it.
Yes.
There's no name on this chart. There is no indication of who shipped it.
No, sir. Just the Senate stamp. Always accepted for transport here aboard the Coronet.
Definitely erased it.
One of our 4 distinguished senators appears to be a traitor.
I sense it too. Enjoy.
On second thought, you wouldn't agree with me.
My theory is our little friend will attack the Duchess and anyone who defends her. Anyone, that is, except the traitor who programmed it. But it seems to like you, Senator Merrick. Well, Prince.
Really, General Kenobi, you're quite clever.
Ooh.
Where's her gun now?
That was precise!
Oh!
That was smart.
Thanks, little guy.
R2's so useful.
Hey, look! Woo! Yo!
Yeah, Rex! Ooh, first time it's already seen, I think.
Yeah, no, that's the first time I've seen it. Yeah!
Like, let's show off our animation that we can do now. Oh!
Yo!
Yeah, those are the Senate guards.
No, please, I beg you.
That's fucked.
This may not be the time to ask, but were you and Satine ever...
I don't see how that has any bearing on the situation at hand.
Ooh, that was a yes, though.
Yeah.
That ship is sick, dude. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Droid breaching pods.
2 battle droids, too.
I'll take care of this, Obi Wan. You go find your girlfriend.
Right. No, Anakin, she's
He said, yeah.
Dad, shut up. You're embarrassing me.
Those Mandalorian guards are helping a bit right there.
Are they? I feel like they've been borderline useless.
I press this remote, and we all die.
Obi, if you have any respect for me, you will not take
Obi.
such risks with so many people's lives at stake.
I'm just waiting for Anakin to be like, I never claimed to do any of those.
No, Anakin's too busy being a G right now.
Shoop, shoop, shoop.
And those are the Mandalorian guards doing their job right there.
No, it's fine. I'll just sell all of them.
Obi Wan, it looks like I may never see you again. I don't know quite how to say this, but I've loved you. From the moment you came to my aid all those years ago.
I don't believe this.
Satine, this is hardly the time or place for... All right. Had you said the word, I would have left the Jedi Order.
What the
I have the romantic soul of a slug, Merrick. Go!
Yo!
And slugs are so often trod upon.
Shoot him. Why doesn't she just shoot
not
him?
Allow that.
What will you do? If you shoot me, you prove yourself a hypocrite to every pacifist ideal you hold dear. You'd be hailed as a hero by everyone on this ship. Almost everyone.
He's got a good conundrum.
Oh my god.
Who will strike first and brand themselves a cold-blooded killer?
Anakin.
It's like, I got it. I did it. Are you proud of me, Dad?
What? He was gonna blow up the ship.
Skywalker, the last of the droids have been defeated, sir.
Oh, so it was like deep.
Business of diplomacy.
It was.
I cannot believe we just fucking heard Obi Wan say that.
That sometimes that makes me cry when he says that. I'm not gonna lie, because that's like the deepest thing he says for the most part. Besides you,
That's unbelievable. I actually can't believe that. That's like.
Where do you think Anakin got it from? You think it just came about independently? This whole lineage of Jedi is just like.
Qui-Gon's raised some good Jedi. No, that's one of my favorite quotes in this entire.
I can't. That's like canon.
That's 100% canon.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. I thought he was like the most Jedi of Jedi.
But he was a teenager when that happened.
Is Yoda the most Jedi?
No. Yeah, actually.
A job well done,
Luke.
Master Jedi.
I'm still not sure about the beard.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It hides too much of your handsome face.
Next episode, it's shaved.
What was that all about? A very remarkable woman.
She is indeed.
And this is why Obi-Wan turns blind-eyed to the Padme thing.
Yep.
Because he
I mean,
is the exact same situation.
Okay.
That had so much depth to Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I guess you want to.
One more episode.
Yeah. No, I know, but.
We got one more episode.
Duh.
We can discuss it after, but that's a big one. That's,
okay.
That's
I was thinking we would do a discussion now.
No, we'll do it at the end. That's one of those quotes that breaks me sometimes. Like I watched that recently, and it makes me all teary-eyed.
Pause.
1 sec. Yeah.
With your Death Watch army in place, now all we need do is to sit and wait.
I haven't seen Dooku in person in a while.
First, send a Death Watch assassin to Coruscant. The Duchess of Mandalore must die.
Who's that?
Looks like a Mandalorian scout.
Man, I sure hope those binoculars save images.
They probably do, actually, honestly. It's crazy to see what the domes looked like before they got bombed.
Yeah. He's in on it, too.
He's gotta be.
The Death Watch will never be strong enough to take over Mandalore without the will of the people.
Not if the Republic has a military presence here. Their occupation will turn the Death Watch from terrorists to liberators in the eyes of the people. Our fate now lies in the hands of Duchess Satine.
Okay, so maybe he's not. Maybe he's not a betrayer.
It seemed like it was gonna go differently. Yeah, they got me on that one.
The actions by our government have taken us into a period of civil war. To acknowledge it would be to invite panic in the streets.
Duchess, do you know this man?
Yes, Deputy Minister Jarek. He's a dear friend. Deputy Minister Jarek is an honorable man. He would never commit such lies to the record.
Death Watch is far stronger than we once thought. If we are to combat them effectively, we must have Republic assistance. Republic intervention is absolutely necessary.
This isn't right. Something here isn't right.
Sadly, Deputy Minister Jarek perished this morning in a Death Watch bombing on Kalevala. Let us ensure that his death was not in vain.
He's so sneaky.
Let us commit our military might to defending the Mandalorian people.
Defending? You mean to occupy our home? You would trample our right to self-determination.
I just heard what happened in the Senate.
You're sweet to be concerned, but I promise I'll be all right.
I am concerned. We're friends, are we not?
Yes, friends and nothing more.
Oh.
Any person would be hysterical by now, but...
Hysterical? The Republic is attempting to force its will upon innocent people.
Tell him that she's hysterical, Obi-Wan.
I'm surprised you're not hysterical.
Rushing in like this, it's foolhardy.
Ironic words from a man who spends his days running hither and yon, wielding his lightsaber with deadly force as if on a crusade. In my opinion, you're the one who's foolhardy.
Yikes.
He's not got reamed out like that ever.
Time to go. Yikes.
Man, it sucks to be a peaceful civilization, huh?
Yeet.
They protected her, you see that?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was pretty savage.
Oh! I'm afraid it might have been just an accident.
This attack proves your enemies are here even on Coruscant. You're not going to let Republic authorities handle this, are you? You're not backing down. Don't you see? You need your friends with you, not held at arm's length. Senator, what is it?
The Senate completed its vote. They've decided in favor of occupation.
Oh no.
It was during your meeting with the Chancellor. An accident accelerated the Senate's decision. Republic forces are set to leave for Mandalore at sunrise tomorrow.
He's so sneaky. That... the minister, or does he just have the same haircut?
Obi Wan.
All right. Someone faked the evidence. The recording presented to the Senate was not the full recording, but this disc is.
Oh.
Dabu!
Run!
In Sector GL5. Subject identified as Duchess Satine Kreese.
What a useless droid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, high caliber weapon, pocket pistol. Like. Bro, come on.
It's a cartoon, I don't know.
I love how they have like little police fezzes.
Me too.
Obi-Wan, I need your help.
Whew. Me some Princess Leia vibes
Oh,
with that.
is this like the famous spot? It's like the only spot of the planet on Coruscant that you can see or whatever, right?
What do you mean?
Isn't that in Mando?
It's like the top of the mountain.
Yeah, it's like the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Mando. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing you all right is, well, it's a relief.
I need to get it into the proper hands. Whoever doctored this recording is likely in the government itself.
If you set foot inside the Senate, they'll take you.
And the disc will be destroyed before anyone.
I wonder
can
who's
see
gonna
it,
get the disc.
Which is why you must.
Oh, there you
send
go.
the disc to Padme.
Queen of Justice, Padme.
Things are changing, my dear.
He's like, you know what? Go, Obi-Wan, go.
Woo, woo. Mandalorians are so different.
They can actually put up a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, plus they disabled each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got more guns.
Yeah, true. He's got all the gadgets.
Obi!
Obi! Why is the blaster yellow, though?
I love the sound, too.
Whoa, whoa. Obi-Wan's whipping him around.
He's about to let him fall to his death.
He was.
I think it's so funny that he's sneaking in, like he's allowed inside.
Things are changing.
Bro, she's just got the coolest hair pieces.
Supreme Chancellor, there has been a development in the case for Mandalore's neutrality.
Padme and her objections made him a more famous duo.
From Naboo.
But we have been training for this. We can stop them. But if we are to combat them effectively, we must have the temerity to stand strong in the name of peace.
Hey, Senator Junshi.
We must reject any Republic assistance. Intervention by the Republic will inflame the opposition. And this is why our government rejects the help of the Jedi. We must listen to the Duchess Satine.
How do you know which one's real?
That guy gave a great speech.
He did.
Unacceptable. You promised us we would reclaim Mandalore from these weak-willed cowards.
I will order my men to attack.
And if you do, you'll hold the planet for perhaps a day. I have other ways to accomplish our goal.
He's got a dumb haircut.
Thankfully, with the revelation of this new information,
he's so mad.
The occupation of Mandalore.
He's so good at being an actor, though.
Yeah.
Allow me to offer a most sincere apology.
Fuck you.
You are a most loyal servant, and we are all grateful.
Yes.
Who tried to convict me of murder and throw me in jail?
I wonder.
I'm not sure. But as you said yourself, things are changing. And sometimes the line between friend and foe is blurred. Now more than ever.
All right.
Okay.
And now we are done with the 3-part Mandalorian arc.
I hate the guy in charge of Death Watch. He's mad enough.
Vizsla is his name. Vizsla.
He's lame.
Pre-Vizsla?
His future son is way more interesting.
Don't even know if it's... Oh god, that's a big spoiler.
Oh my god! Oh, it's ruined. It's over. We might as well just watch Bad Batch now, honestly, dude.
No, but I mean, so this was one of those...
No.
This is one of those great arcs that, pulls up everything and, that you've been wondering about. Because, Mandalorian, obviously...
This answered none of my questions.
It starts to bring it up.
Well...
You get some.
About Obi-Wan.
I'm absolutely happy with what I just learned, but I did none of that was what I was expecting from Mandalore.
So,
yeah.
There were some answers that we've been given. So
this is like first Mandalore.
First Mandalore
Clearly
content.
Much more to come.
We learned who's in control of the darksaber. Pre-Vizsla, the guy who fought Obi-Wan.
Also, Satine didn't seem to give a fuck that he had it. Like, she was like, oh my god, there was no mention that he had it.
I think the basis of that is that the darksaber is the rightful ruler of Mandalore, but only if you're a warrior culture, and since they're trying to not be a warrior culture, everyone's like, yeah, all right, dude, like, that's great, but whatever.
Like, she's still she didn't even say anything. Nothing was said about it.
She had to have known.
But it wasn't important to her, like Mike said, because they're peaceful. Now, if, for example, the Republic was to occupy Mandalore and he was to show up and liberate it and then be like, with the darksaber.
People are like, yeah, return to warrior culture.
Worship. Now,
make Mandalore great again.
Clone Wars episode canonized something that I was waiting for forever.
That Obi-Wan slayed some...
Well, no. No,
first of all, Obi-Wan...
Demons!
Anytime there's like a woman that is around his age that is important, he's like, long time no see. And they're like, hey.
Well, that's a joke.
And then someone's like, oh, you guys know each other? And then he does the catty, you could say we've met.
Now, there's a big reason for this arc being important too. Why I liked it, what I was saying is because it canonized one thing for me.
I thought it was the Obi-Wan thing.
The Old Republic. The Old Republic is my favorite Star Wars era. The Knights of the Old Republic is a game I played when I was younger, and there's 2 eras. There's even an MMO on it. It was removed from canon, and in this episode, first episode of this...
Disney acquired
Disney
Lucas Films, the studio, they basically said that everything is basically unofficial until it's made official.
In this.
So this made the Old Republic an official part of Star Wars.
Because in the Old Republic era, the Mandalorians and Jedi had wars. And the Jedi, obviously the person who made the darksaber was a Mandalorian Jedi, but they reference in this that his ancestor...
Wait, he was a Mandalorian Jedi?
Yeah.
He's the only Mandalorian Jedi.
His last name was Vizsla.
Was it?
Yeah.
What's the team?
Mandalore Vizsla?
Yeah. He's the first one.
What's the team?
He was a Mandalorian. Yeah, but the big thing I was going to say is his people invaded a Jedi temple in the Old Republic. So his people invaded a Jedi temple in the Old Republic and stole the lightsaber back. That little line right there canonized the Old Republic.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
It's a really big thing within the Star Wars community.
It's a big thing in the Star Wars community.
Like, it's a huge thing.
It's a huge thing. That's where Space Jesus is.
What?
Star Wars Space Jesus is in the Old Republic.
Revan is Space Jesus.
Revan is Space Jesus.
Not important.
Not important for you.
I thought...
No.
Revan is my favorite character in Star Wars. A lot of people's favorite character in Star Wars because his backstory.
Because he's Space Jesus.
But I will say, in preparation for this episode, I was...
Hey, I love that MMO.
I do too. Old Republic? So good. In preparation for this, though, a couple weeks ago, I think I was looking through the episodes, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about this episode. And that line came on where Obi Wan says, "I would have left the Jedi Order for you," and that literally made me like almost cry when he says that, because I forgot how impactful it is.
Yeah, I was shocked actually.
He's so dogmatic in the sense of Obi Wan follows basically the Order to almost a T every single time.
Now,
and you find out the reason why he's so soft on Anakin with Padme. Because
he has his own scars from it,
and he regrets leaving. He even said,
"Saw him kind of like backpedal a little too."
Yeah,
you know?
but the big quote was, as you know, like, if you said the word, I would have left the Jedi.
Right.
Which is a crazy thing to think about, because if he did that, it's such a chain of events. There'd be no Anakin and all this stuff, because Anakin.
Plus, dude, it means a lot when the last thing she was gonna say before dying was confessing her love for him.
And exactly. And
it's a huge deal.
I did like, though, that when there was that big thing, it's where the guy was like, "Who's gonna be the cold-blooded killer? You, who's gonna disappoint her, or you, who's gonna lie about your pacifism oath?" And Anakin's just like.
That's the thing with the Clone Wars too.
No, that was the best part. The best part was he's like, Anakin. He's like, what? He was gonna blow up the ship. Like, he's such a realist. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Obi Wan. Oh, did I do the bad thing again? Oh, and then he just clicks the detonator as he jumps onto an escape pod. Like,
the whole big thing though is, right before that line, obviously say, who's gonna become a cold-blooded killer, and it just kind of references.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was a real little one.
It's the same as when Obi-Wan. It's the same as when Anakin was interrogating the guy. I forgot his name.
Oh, and the Jedi was like, "That's gonna."
Well, no, the Darth Vader theme started to play while he was doing it.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah. Well, because he's like, "What are you gonna do to me? You Jedi mind tricks." He's like, "No, I'm gonna choke you to death."
It's so good. Now this is what's
there's just red flags across the sky.
I don't know. It's so funny. There, sometimes, like Rex gets shot, no blood. Like, sick. But then it's like creepy spider thing, brutally stabs guy repeatedly.
And picks them up and walks around with the corpse.
Spawn babies.
Yeah,
that was awful. I hated that.
Well,
everyone hated that.
Why does spiders always do that in everything? I hate it.
Because
what's scarier than one spider?
Baby spiders.
100.
Hold on. What's scarier than one giant spider? The answer is 100 little spiders.
100 big spiders.
I mean, it's pretty like I'm pretty like, how giant?
I mean, those were like
giant to me for a spider. Like, once it's like this big, that's fucking giant. Like, that scares the shit out.
I've had a wolf spider chase me. It is not a good time. They're like this big.
I know. And they're aggressive.
They're like this big.
They can be. Well, I
take pictures of them.
I heard it clickety clack on a plastic floor. It's big enough.
That was probably you shitting yourself. No, I'm kidding. But back to this though.
Fucking scary.
See, but in that situation, I'm standing my ground.
Would you stand?
Why do you think I wear boots every day?
Because you can stomp the ground. Yeah. So if this wasn't the Mandalore you guys thought it would be, obviously.
Yeah, where's the blood and the violence and the warrior culture?
I mean, obviously, they're in this Mandalorians.
Where's Bo-Katan?
There's the two sides. You have Death Watch, who are the terrorists. Now, obviously, Death Watch does not seem to be following the rules of Mandalore. Mandalorian where they can't remove their helmets because a couple of them have taken their helmets off in, you know.
Oh, well, I mean, this is them when they're still not like fully zealots yet, I guess.
What's up?
Isn't Bo-Katan's castle on that moon?
I think so, yeah.
So, like, where's Bo-Katan?
Stay tuned. But there's a whole big thing. Now, they said Satine's last name. Did anybody pick up on it, what they said? No? Okay, good. Now, following through with this...
Was it Wan?
Nope. It would be Kenobi, actually. Satine Kenobi. One thing I did want to mention, which I mentioned to these guys previously, one of Ewan McGregor's first films was Moulin Rouge, in which he plays a character who is after a wealthy woman, I believe, who is named Satine. So technically, Satine in this show is based on, you know, a little callback to naming wise.
Oh, Easter egg?
Little Easter eggs. They do that a lot. Just like how, you know, Zilla Beast was Godzilla and all that stuff.
I thought it was a housing market.
How the voice actors were still low?
What? No. And as you could see, though, because the Mandalorians have adapted a peaceful culture, only the extremist ones are wearing Mandalorian
I was gonna say, is that how they lost and got nuked into a glass planet? Is because no one was like willing to defend themselves?
Well, I mean, right now you could see that was the Empire that did that.
Yeah, which is like 2 years later.
I don't know how long. But the big thing is,
well, that sounds like, man, it sucks to be pacifist. I'm like, shit.
She said why they're pacifists. She said that a civil war recently, or a couple of years ago, caused most of their population to die. And as a result,
is that like a common thing on Mandalore, or am I like,
okay, yep, because they fight for power.
Because I feel like in all of the Old Republic games, they mentioned the Mandalore Civil War like multiple.
Well, it's either Mandalorian Civil War, or Mandalorian Jedi War, or the Mandalorian like Sith War.
Yeah, there's like 18 wars that they have, and I
don't forget Boogaloo.
Now, as you can see, there is one cult faction that wants to make them militaristic again. Death Watch, which we know from Mandalorian, is technically a cult sect of the Mandalorian faith. Now, their main goal, it seems to be, is to either kill or oust Satine via, you know, political reasonings. And they want to return back on Mandalore to a Republic-owned Mandalore so that they can liberate it with the will of their people. Because that's the biggest thing. If they don't have the will of their people, they're done. Because, you know...
well, then they're the bad guys.
They're the bad guys. Yeah. But, like you said, pointing it out, having the darksaber, doesn't that make him the leader? Well, if they return to Mandalorian war culture, he is the leader.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But right
without,
now, no.
If they're a peaceful culture, they've moved past the darksaber rule.
But technically, those rules are not in effect because the guy who owned the darksaber pre-Vizsla retreated from combat against Obi Wan.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got disarmed and he ran away.
It wasn't even disarmed. It doesn't matter about being disarmed or anything, because if you get disarmed, if you kill the person you're fighting, you're still the owner of the darksaber. I'm looking right now. I know I am.
Maybe you were Death Watch.
I'm definitely bloodthirsty.
I'm not trying to go to war.
I'm looking right now. Sorry.
That's a lot of work.
It looks like we have one more 3-parter, and then we're on season 3.
Okay.
Wow, really?
Yes. We have one more 3-parter.
Right.
It's out of order slightly.
And then Bad Batch is just like a year away.
Bad Batch is actually...
Please.
40. Bad Batch would actually be about 80 episodes away.
Like I said, a year.
No. 80 episodes. 4 episodes. Sometimes 2-parters. That's actually about...
Anyway.
That would actually... If we did a 2-parter for every episode, that's 10 weeks away.
Anyway. No way. Impossible. We're getting through 80 episodes in 10
Thank
weeks.
you for joining us for this episode of Clone Wars. I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mikey. Bye.
And this was in between 2 mics.